Uh, hmm. Yeah. There we go. Hey, how's everyone doing? It's Thursday night. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hey Hive. Oh, hey White. Thank you both for the gifts. Much appreciated. Oh. Even though White got me the Vampire Survivors expansion, I'm just like, oh, more Vampire Survivors. Or I'm like, I just 100%ed it. Less than an hour away from Friday. Yeah, it's pretty close to Friday right now. Always more, I know, right? Ashvane, welcome. Welcome. How you doing? Sleepy, huh? Also, hey Evie, hey Wang. You'll never skip Vampire Survivors, I know, right? I am actually looking forward to playing it, but I have to admit I am a little bit tapped out on Vampire Survivors, but it'll be good when I'm like feeling up for it again. I'm not gonna lie though, this is the GIF I sent. It's like, yay! More Vampire Survivors. No, it'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah, always more endless game. I know, right? Endless game. Anyways, how's everyone doing? How is everyone? I can't watch that anymore. Yeah. But Vampire Survivors, that's fair. I mean, honestly, I feel like a lot of the Vampire Survivors-esque games I'm really interested in checking out, because I feel like anything that add a little bit of like their own take to the formula, I think would be engaging for me. So there is definitely that. Plus the expansion, the new DLC actually looks really good. It's just a matter of like kind of like desaturating a little bit from it. Because the last few weeks, like I get the 100% again, like probably 2 weeks ago, but like it was definitely like, I'm like, oh, these last few achievements are definitely like pushing me a little bit. Yeah, it was time for fun. It's Thursday night. Falls asleep on keyboard. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So it's time for fun. It's Thursday night. I didn't mean for you to play it right away. I know you didn't. I'm teasing, baby. I'm teasing. But it was just like, I was thinking earlier today, I was just like, I'm glad I 100%ed that. It's Friday night, veins on the dance floor, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so how is everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry I had to bail yesterday. I had my big HRT appointment, and I have good news. Well, I have various news. I have various news. Sometimes you need extra sleep, it's true. And it was a busy day. It was busier than I expected. And I ran the stream maybe an hour or two, a little bit too late. That salmon run at the very end probably shouldn't have happened. But I've been playing a lot of Splatoon off stream. It's been kind of my go-to like chill out game, because like I can work on stuff and have it running in the background, and it feels pretty good. Like or like I can just like go between what I'm doing, and then I can just play around with Splatoon. Then I can go between what I'm doing and play around with Splatoon. Like it's that works. That structure works for me, because the match is only like 3 minutes, right? I mean, 5 minutes sometimes if it's a really like real dice up on Splat Zone, but that's about it. Plus I don't feel like super pressured, because it's not always gonna run the modes I want to play. So it's just like, oh, no Splatoon right now, that's okay. Splatoon for later. So it's like, it honestly is kind of refreshing. But yeah, I'm a little bit tired today too. That's why I'm a bit late. Sure, I'll wake up. But yeah, anyway, so I hope everybody's doing well. my HRT appointment went well. So recently they actually opened a second clinic the next town over. So they opened a second clinic the next town over, and it's kind of taken a lot of the like pressure off the clinic I go to, because the clinic I go to has basically just been like flying by the seat of its pants for like 2.5 years, really even longer than that. And for like the first time in like a couple of years now, I didn't feel like really like sidelined when I went in there, so that was kind of nice. Like there's definitely like, I know this is kind of a shitty attitude, but there's definitely the like idea, hey SB, how you doing? There is definitely like the thing that happens routinely when I was going in there, that it was like, oh, you look great, and you know, clearly the HRT is working for you, and you know, what more could you want? That kind of attitude. And it's like, I have problems still, I need help. And so anyways, it sounds like now that they're like under a little bit less pressure, I didn't feel quite so sidelined last appointment. So I got my blood test results back. I am critically low in potassium again. So we're back in the Bubba hours. I need banana. Yeah, better retention is good news. Exactly. So I've been prescribed liquid potassium again, which is awesome because I really like liquid potassium. It makes anything you put it in taste like strawberries, unless you put it in just a glass of water, in which case it just makes the water taste like old water. So that's exciting. Yeah. Oh, lab draw. I got one of those tomorrow myself first, since I got on Bronco. Oh, very good. Yeah, how have you found progesterone? How have you found it? But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting talking to my doctor, because apparently they've revised the WPATH guidelines, because she's not afraid to go off the rails a little bit, but she does stick pretty close to the guidelines. It was very interesting, because she's like, yeah, so turns out a lot of the things that turns out they've really revised those guidelines, and she's like, you might have been a little bit right about certain things. So that's nice to hear. It's like, you know, and actually she ended the appointment, she's like, yeah, next time we book you, I'm gonna book you for the very last appointment of the night, because I want to like talk about stuff. So that's good. Like that's kind of a nice sign. What else? Oh, yeah, so they've also prescribed me big yawn. No, they prescribed me cream. So she's like, oh, Aspie, what's up? I just yawned. I'm allowed to do that. Yeah. Well, I've been on for just over a week, so I don't know. Oh, okay, gotcha. How much it's gonna do for my boobs, but at least on a good day, my sensations are clear in a good way, and I get horny a lot easier, which is definitely a plus. That's pretty good for a week. Nice, very good. Yeah. I'm a little brat, you know that. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, the smallest brat. Tiny, insignificant. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah. It was that, probably. Thank you, paper. Yeah. That makes sense. So much, yeah, this is true. There we go. Yeah, this makes sense. Ara ara, meow. Damn, that zapped all my energy. That was a lot. Excellent premium. Yeah, thank you. Aw. Oh. The start of a stream, usually this chaotic. Yeah, it's pretty much everybody gets all the redeems out right away. Until like the later bursts, like an hour or two later. Yeah. Again, that sick bug was like almost in the same spot. Oh, Pokeball. So stream, yeah, 20 times, and stream exhaust. It does not elaborate. Exactly. Where is it? There it is. What was I gonna say? I don't know.
Let's go, baby! It's Mormon time!
Mormon time. Actually, just one sec. I'm gonna adjust that slightly. Just one moment. No, it's I can tell it's like it should be skewed a little bit more, so it would look a little bit cleaner. Oh, cool. It's just not gonna move at all. Oh, there we go. I had to redo all my like items here like a few months back, so it's there we go. It's a little bit better. So they're all like kind of we'll roll one and they'll just be like, ah, that has to be adjusted. There we go. What was I gonna say? The goalie. No, it wasn't the goalie either. No wonder wonder why I was so sleepy today. And then I remember I only had 3.5 hours of sleep. Ive, you gotta get more sleep. Definitely get some sleep, okay? Just thinking. I don't entirely remember what. There we go. That's something that needs to be fixed. That's something else. Edit. That is way after the fact. There, that should be better. There we go. Enjoy your lurk, Aspie. What was I gonna say? Oh, my levels are pretty good. My estrogen was on mark. I got prescribed a cream, which should hopefully help me with my problems. And so that's hopefully something. I mean, I can try it. Unfortunately, it's not covered by Medicare, so it's like, oh. So it's like I have to pay out of pocket for this, and it's only a little tube, and it's like $50. But apparently you don't have to use very much. But it's like, I'll try it. I might as well. But basically the idea is that if the cream doesn't work, if the cream doesn't help me at all, the pocket expenses are a pain. Yeah, absolutely. If it doesn't work, basically Medicare, I thought that was only in the US. Nope, no, even in Canada, like your medications are oftentimes you have to like pay a portion, or sometimes they're just not covered at all, in which case you have to buy them. Yeah, in Australia. Oh, thank you for the cheese. What was I gonna say? It's not actually called Medicare. No, it isn't. It's called Pharmacare here. Because like hospital visits and things like that, going to the hospital or going to like a doctor's appointment doesn't cost you in Canada, but like unless maybe you're going to like the rare like specialist or something like that, but that's like more if it's like a commercial facility, which seems to be a thing that's kind of ramping up in Canada, which is kind of bullshit. It's pretty bad, which is good because hospital visits are really expensive. Exactly. but like medication is something that isn't always covered in Canada. So even for my estrogen and stuff like that, like they cover a portion of it, but they don't cover the whole expense of it. So but they cover like the bulk of it. With Medicare, but that's specifically medical appointment stuff. Pharmaceuticals are covered under the PBS, Pharmaceutical Benefits Scheme. They call it a scheme. That's funny. Anyways, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, it's the same idea here. Yeah. Like a lot of really common medications are usually covered like by a high percentage, but like the less common something is, the more likely you're probably gonna pay out of pocket. Or if it's not deemed like a medical necessity, like the cream that I'm gonna have to buy, where it's not really considered a medical necessity. But anyways, so she wants me to try the cream. If it doesn't make a huge difference, next time I'm in, she said we'll get an appointment with basically kind of the lead specialist where I live for my problem, sexual problems. so it's something that like that'll be something to like look into. So but like this is so much better than like the last like 2 years where every time I'd bring it up it was just like, yeah, that basically happens in HRT, and it's like, yeah, I know, and I feel like we should do something about it. so it's something that like yeah, it'd be that way, which is oftentimes like the answer I'd get. And it's like, I think I conveyed it in like the right language this time. The right language this time that helps, that helped her understand a little bit better like what I was going through, which I think helped too. Scheme is a term that's often used for like insurance related stuff, including social insurance, related stuff like NIDS or medical stuff. Okay. Honestly, it's religious discrimination that I can't pay my healthcare expenses by casting good luck spells on the clinic. Very unfair. Yeah, I know. Big mood was it? Yeah. I mean, like my clinic wouldn't even exist if I didn't apparently go on like television and basically say, hey, they're gonna fucking close my clinic, keep it open. I went in the next time after that happened, they were like, oh my goodness, it's the clinic savior, it's the hero. And I'm like, oh, I hate this. I just want my medicine. So anyways, but yeah, no, I didn't get any kind of discount or anything. Ugh, being here smells. Anyway, so, what was I gonna say? Oh, the other thing, so I'm also gonna be upping my dosage of Cypro, so that's a thing. It will hopefully help because I've crossed the threshold twice in this gone by year where it's like I've had like facial hair regrowth, and it's like I can't afford to be like lasering this off constantly. Like, this sucks. It sucks. Like come on, like you gotta get me like on track here. Stop it. So anyways, I feel like she listened to me though this time, so that's good. And I feel like we'll make some progress, so that's good. Interestingly though, glad you're getting your dosage upped. Yeah. So what was I gonna say? I had a flow, but I kind of lost it. So interestingly enough, even though my dosage of Cypro hasn't changed, interestingly enough, my testosterone was actually cut by like 3/4. So that's an interesting thing. She's like, I have no idea how this happened. And I'm like, I don't either. Like she's like, I mean, like, you didn't up your dosage at all? And I'm like, no. She's like, well, huh. So that's a mystery. I'm somehow, I'm making my own AAs now, apparently. That's probably not a good sign technically, but it's interesting that it happened. We talked about it a bit, and she figures it's likely stress and like depression. So yeah, depression, finally good for something. Mutant powers unlocked, right? Yeah, glare. Yeah, so it's something that that's likely what it is, but she said we'll have to keep an eye on that. That's interesting. So always had some mutant powers, I know, right? But it was interesting talking to her, and like she's like, oh yeah, now apparently the guidelines for WPATH basically say you can't, like, no prescriptions higher than 12.5 milligrams of Cypro per day. That's like as high as it will go, which is interesting because of course we all know here that like a lot of people get prescribed 25 milligrams and apparently upwards to 50, which is insane. So yeah, so 12.5 per day. It's like at that point apparently there's no benefit of going any higher, which is interesting. Which, yeah, 50 seems a bit much. Yeah, I've only heard of like 1 or 2 people being put on 50. But like, yeah, in both cases they were pretty like pretty tall people, so yeah. But yeah, like anything, there's only so much your body can even use. Exactly. And they basically are like, yeah, 12.5, that's where it caps out. So anyways, that's pretty much the gist of all that. So good doctor's appointment for the most part. I mostly took it easy that day and just like rested up. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Anyways, so in other news, in non-health related news, River City Girls 2 came out today. It is not working, so we won't be able to play it tonight, unfortunately. It will not accept any controller inputs at all. Basically, player 1 is forced to use keyboard. Player 2 can use controller, but player 1 has to use keyboard right now, the way it's set up, which sucks. And yeah, I know, right? Apparently some people aren't experiencing this problem, but some people are, so it's like, it's weird. The other problem is again, apparently the game is something you can talk to Arya about. I was gonna ask Arya, but I didn't get around to it, honestly. I felt like it's like, I mean, it's not her job to run tech support for River City Girls, so. But yeah, I couldn't get a controller working with it. I tried for about an hour and I couldn't get anything seemingly to work. Basically, yeah. So it was one of those things that it was like, yeah. So I tried, but it's probably something that'll have to get patched. Apparently the game has a problem with trying to pick up any USB device. I technically know who the QA lead for WayForward is. I should bug them. Do it. Now it is their job. The other problem, I guess, is that the game is running at 30 FPS for some reason, whereas it's supposed to be running at 60 FPS. So so there is like they actually just put out a patch like a couple hours ago that will let you play the game in beta mode. And if it's in beta mode, it will run at 60 FPS, but there's apparently some kind of issue with some kind of what is it? Issues in the code are preventing certain elements from rendering at a full frame rate. So the game will not run at a full 60 FPS for some reason right now. So it sounds like it's been a little bit of a bumpy launch. Unfortunately, like, unless the 30 FPS thing was a huge issue, I'd probably still play it. But I'm not gonna sit here and try and play it on keyboard. It's just not gonna be comfortable for me. So we'll hold off until it gets patched. But on that note, yeah, let's get into let's play some Crisis Core. We're gonna pick up where we left off. I sat down and did some reading up on this game. Good God, this is gonna be a really abysmal trophy list to try and like track. I'm gonna have to try and keep a track of it live too, like during the playthrough. There's gonna be a lot of like excess saving and things like that. So yeah, so it's something I'm gonna have to like, gotta be really careful. Yeah, no, it's not like, there we go. It's not like the worst list I've seen, but like it is got to be very particular because the big one in this game that's gonna be a real hang up is so basically in this game there is missions you unlock, right? There's missions to unlock, there's missions to do, and you have to talk to certain NPCs in certain chapters and stuff. If you miss your chance to talk to certain NPCs, you might simply not be able to access all 300 missions to get the full clear for clearing 300 missions. So there is like a very particular, you gotta watch each chapter, make sure you're talking to every NPC and making sure you're picking up all those options.
Hey, Zach. So, the war is over.
That it is. I'm sure you heard. I ruled.
Oh my God,
No,
Zach.
I didn't hear. The company reports don't mention you at all. On TV, they only talk about Sephiroth's bravery.
But Sephiroth was in B Unit.
Well, our heroes are chosen by the media.
Dreams crushed.
No, yep. Well, that's how it is, Zach. Useful tips. Apparently be on B team or B unit. Yeah, okay, we got those.
Oh, come on. Cheer up, will ya?
Waddle Dee, how you doing? Okay. So we're gonna there's like a bunch of things here. Rector's office. So we're actually gonna go down to the ground floor and like get out of here. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to go here.
Congratulations. As of this moment, you are promoted to Soldier First Class.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Expecting more balloons or something.
I thought I'd be happier.
Dude.
Understandable. Too much happened too fast. Zach, I'm afraid I need your assistance again.
Are you pushing another assignment on me?
My apologies.
Whatever.
I'll fill you in, Zach. But before that, go to the briefing room and change into a first-class uniform.
First class. It's like Eco 6 materia. There we go. Yes. As Zach has been promoted to first class, combat evaluation is given after each battle. Depending on results, HP, MP, AP may be restored. So be mindful of your evaluation during the fight. No damage to field enemies will take damage. Perfect guard. Guard against all attacks and win the battle. Outfit looks almost exactly the same.
Are you Zach?
In the flesh.
As Soldier First Class, you are now authorized to use Materia Fusion.
Oh, fusion.
Whoa! So what do I do?
First, open the main menu. You should now be able to select Materia Fusion. Now, try fusing these two materia. That should give you a general idea of how the process works.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, just let me know.
Gonna fuse this material. Let's do it. Yeah, I know. surely Zach can be trusted. Delicate scientific processes. Materia fusion. Some materia cannot be created through fusion. Fusion are usually set at level 1, but when two of the same materia fuse, the higher level can be carried over. When master level materia is used in fusion, higher rank materia may be created. So once you've collected a good amount of materia, you should experiment often. Also, if I didn't say hey Halfcat. Yeah, Zach wondering what a main menu is. In regards to parameter carryover for materia fusion, the parameter will be greater value will be carried over in the materia fusion. 50% of the lesser parameter value will be added. Okay. I can definitely be trusted to do this, probably. sure, I guess I want one of these. What if I just don't? There we go. We got an achievement. Got materia fusion down. We did it. We learned the process. Oh. Oh. I'll have to think about that one. Okay, so I know this is a remake of the PSP game. Is Paul Elding the voice of the main bad Doc again? Unsure. Someone could probably look it up though. I know a lot of the voice actors did return. I think the only voice actor that I firmly know that didn't return was actually Zach's voice actor. So I think Zach has a new voice actor, but yeah. Materia Fusion was a good game, but it was linear. Like, the PSP was good for the story, yeah. I know by moments the story is a little bit like weird, and particularly in the first half, but like honestly, I still really like it. It's oh wait, soldier points can be acquired by converting unnamed materia. You acquire materia after reaching the max stock of 9999. The newly acquired materia are immediately lost, so it is best to convert materia. You don't need. They think I'm gonna make 999 materia? Yeah, from SP conversion, go to materia in the main menu. I'm probably not gonna make that many, but I mean, like, I guess they're optimistic. Yeah. What's involved out of the materia? What's on the materia may be added in the materia fusion. However, these methods are undergoing research. Okay. I think I know enough. Yeah. There we go. Star pendant. Give gifts. Because it's a bit strange the PSP spin-off became canon since it is interesting. Oh, it's absolutely canon. I don't think it was ever meant to be just like a spin-off. It's connected to Final Fantasy VII through and through. Like, Zach's a big part of Final Fantasy VII. You just don't. He's just not a required part of Final Fantasy VII. Zach's current VA. This is official notice to change status. Angel. Oh. I thought they were gonna say I got promoted. This is just a depressing message. I'm like, depressing email. Rude.
Whoa, you made first? Congrats, Zach.
Oh my god, this guy is giving me such what's his name from Venture Brothers vibes. Because it was Dirge of Cerberus, which was the one with, yeah, that's the one with Vincent. Yeah, that one I think is definitely more treated as a spin-off, but they're all supposed to be technically canon. But like, I feel like Dirge of Cerberus is like, they went in like canon, and then like the game got kind of received poorly, so they're like, maybe. But it's also like chronologically the last one in the timeline, whereas this is chronologically the first one in the timeline. And honestly, I've said this before, I think Crisis Core honestly improves Final Fantasy VII. Like, if you play Crisis Core before Final Fantasy VII, the weird little remnants of Zach's story makes so much more sense. Like, you'll pick up on them right away, and it makes Final Fantasy VII, even if you don't find all the secret extra scenes with Zach, like, it'll make it make more sense. And if you play Final Fantasy VII first and then play Crisis Core, it fills everything out. It just makes it kind of make sense in the other direction. And fun fact, in Final Fantasy VII, you absolutely, if you have a certain amount of material, when you get to the point where if he steals it from you, it'll leave you with some left over because the game can't store all those in the temporary memory space they reserved for that. Oh my god, it's amazing. Didn't know that. Dirge of Cerberus is the squishy part of the canon where it doesn't matter, like portable ops, exactly. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of what Crisis Core probably should have been in Final Fantasy VII. For how important it is, absolutely. Like, basically the second act in Crisis Core should have probably been part of Final Fantasy VII. You can't hold all those materia, I know, right? Crisis Core, or Dirge of Cerberus, like, they still treat it as canon because they absolutely included aspects of Dirge of Cerberus in the Final Fantasy VII remake. So they definitely hint at it, but I could see if they went back and gave it like this treatment, they might actually change it up more. I could see that being like a big thing that they might try and do. supposed to be going here? Soldier Director's office. Okay.
Do you really think you can hack it in Soldier the way you are now?
Oh. So anyone that has an orange marker on them when you talk to them has basically a quest for you.
Do you really think you can hack it in Soldier the way you are now?
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. You don't seem to get the most important thing about being a Soldier member. You better think on it.
What's going on? You're not a familiar face. Are you a rookie 3rd class? I'm Zach, by the way, yeah?
Yes. I just joined Soldier last month. But it's like I can't do anything right.
Mood, been
I
there.
seem to only get in other people's way. That's why he was just yelling at me.
Yeah, he's rude.
Hey now, you're Soldier. Don't give up so easily.
But he said I'd be thrown out if I screw up the next mission. I think I just don't have what it takes.
Because I hope this game isn't another reset or reboot due to Matt McMuscle's video talking the problems with Final Fantasy VII Remake thing. Final Fantasy, I haven't seen the video. I do indirectly, like, I mostly know of Matt, I guess. I know a lot of people that know Matt directly, I guess. But like, it's something that, actually, I should check into that, see what his opinion is on it. I think the remake does have like some problems. Like they definitely like it's not gonna be a 1-to-1 remake basically, that's fine. I feel like they could have maybe approached it slightly different, but like I don't know, there's like an element of like I think it makes sense to kind of do it the way they're doing it, but like at the same time there is definitely things in the remake that it's like this feels unnecessary. They should just commit to the fact that it's like you can change it up without making it like super meta, I guess.
Oh, come on. You made it this far, right?
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah, the secret is that the Final Fantasy VII
You're so
remake isn't a remake.
wishy-washy. Tell you what, I'll go on your next mission for you.
what? You do that?
Just keep it quiet. Watch what I do out there and learn from it, okay?
Yeah, it's a direct sequel that's commentary on player expectations of a remake. It really is. It really is, which is interesting. I mean, like that's the thing. It's like I enjoyed the remake for the most part. It remakes a lot of aspects of it without being 1-to-1, and it's like, okay, well, you know what? Here's my 2 cents on it, because I have a friend that very much hates the remake. Like they're like, why isn't it identical? And it's like, because that game already exists. Like you can play that game. It's weird high concept for a AAA game. It is.
Yes. I'll try.
Here we go. Okay, so we got an extra mission.
I'm sorry for this, but when I get my next mission, I'll forward it over to your handset. And please, don't tell anyone.
Yeah. So we got some more missions. Seeking priceless item. Oh, headband. Yeah, Final Fantasy Remake joins a growing trend of media properties releasing things that had sequels in 2020 that were meta commentaries about their franchise's fans and the reasons for existing. Yeah. Okay, so we got 2 chests and just like, there we go. A little bit of ground to cover. I didn't check what the star rating for this mission was, but it's probably fine. My computer does the weirdest thing when I'm playing this. That's the weirdest thing when I'm playing this. Whenever I do any magic or any like big effects things, it makes like a little telephone buzz, and I'm like, that's so weird. Every single time. So we got those mastered. Probably mastered this, I suppose. This is fine. I see Matrix Resurrection and Rebuild of Evangelion. Yeah. Which, I mean, like, the thing is I guess, like, that's...
Activating combat mode.
Oh. Just gonna eat those hits. Yeah, this is a low level mission, so I'm not too worried about this. There we go.
Conflict resolved.
Got 2 chests, so we can just finish this now.
Activating combat mode.
Ow, fuck, what was that? Oh. Check and blast from this one. There we go. It's surprising how many people were proud to be vocally wrong about the Matrix Resurrections being bad.
Thank you so much, Zach.
Really, people were saying it was bad.
amazing.
I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was
so
quite
much
good.
from
Yeah. Me and White watched it for Valentine's Day. And we ended it, and we were both like, it was a surprisingly good Valentine's Day movie. And people were saying it's the worst? Really? Really? Like we both had the exact same opinion. It was like, that was surprisingly good. Like, as far as like, yeah, a lot of people? Oh, what? Well, a lot of people, they're being silly. It was good. It was fun. Yeah. Like, yeah. Is Wiley considered to be awful? Really? Oh, wow. That's so weird. Like, why? 'Cause a lot of people are some really loud people. That's true. That's a big one, Slacker. There's so many like big opinions like that sometimes. With how bad the third one is, that's a hard sell. Yeah, see, that's how I am. Like, I know that it's a little bit of, I don't have a horse in the race because I'm just like, I don't have like a lot of big weighty Matrix opinions, but it's just like, I didn't really like the third movie very much. It's just like way too much, like it's way too much like guns blazing energy, and it's like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I liked all 4 of them. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Yeah, my opinion is Resurrections is a sequel we should have gotten after the first one. I mean, it kind of requires a little bit of the second and third movie to a degree, but like, it definitely encapsulates. You know what it is if they made it the sequel to the very first one, it would be the Metal Gear Solid 2 of Matrix movies, because that's what it is. like that's it would almost be worse if it was a direct sequel to the first one, but it's like, yeah, that's I think it works like best the fact that it's a few movies in, but that's I don't know, maybe like opinion is Resurrections sequel should have gotten the first one. Yeah, because that's what it is it's a retelling of the first movie with different, like, through a different like method, which is exactly what Metal Gear Solid 2 is. It flows way better than the other 2 did. Yeah, definitely. Because I think the second and third one both kind of have the energy of, like, the first movie was meant to be like standalone for the most part, let's be real. Like, I mean, I'm sure there was like a script written for more, but it's like, you know, they made it well-rounded in a way that it stands alone. The second one, by that point, then you're like, it's like there's gonna be another movie, so these 2 plots kind of have to work in conjunction, but it ends up being how to convey it, like, yeah, it's absolutely not about those things. Okay, my opinion is the second and third movie absolutely 100% do certain things much better than Resurrections. Resurrections is a large step down in action. Oh yeah, definitely, I would agree with that. Action, editing, in terms of just how it looks, but it's not about those things exactly. Yeah, we did it.
Hey, that's the spirit. So you're ready to take on the
Zach's
next
such an
mission
optimist.
yourself?
He isn't.
Well, knowing how I am, I'll probably screw something up again. Maybe I should write to Mom and Pop back home. Tell them how cold city life can be.
Oh my god.
Fine. I'll do your next mission too.
You will?
So, like, my big problem with the third Matrix movie is, like I said, it's just too much guns blazing. Like, it has too much of that energy. Like, I don't know. It's like weird. I feel like I can't really like say a lot about my feelings about the second movie, but the third movie was very much like just too much. Yeah. Surprising how ugly it can look at times, but beautiful in ways that matter. Aw. Hey Luna. Yeah. I did like how much Matrix Resurrections pretty much outright says that it only exists in spite of itself. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. More Brothers made us do this. I know, right? It's basically wrapped into the like plot, which is interesting. I think that's a fun way to do it. Like there's such an interesting flow to it that I don't know. I just really liked it. I thought it was fun. It didn't feel like, well, it was fun. Well, for one, like, because it's like, oh yeah, like I've seen the movie, so I get where this is all coming from. And you know, you have enough of the sense of like the attitude going into making this movie that there is like a meta level on that level, but then it's also meta commentary on the whole thing. So it's a meta commentary on like a lot of things, but I expected given what I've heard, but I keep forgetting it exists. Yeah, and that's just like unfortunately the energy that kind of went into it. Had a lot going on and a lot to say, and it wasn't cohesive, but I appreciate it now. Oh, that's fair. Briefing room.
Hey now, are you sure you know enough about materia fusion?
I should learn a little. I got it. Yeah.
Materia fusion is still a new technology. Some combinations and results have not been tried or discovered yet. That's why we want you to experiment. And if you make a new discovery, let us know.
Oh, okay.
Finished changing?
Yeah, and I picked up materia fusion too.
Then return to my office. I'll brief you on the mission.
Yes, sir.
Zach's like, I changed my shirt and learned science. So because of the nature of this game, we are going to be doing, once again, trusting Zach to do experimental shit. I know, right? Don't do that. Like, I love this boy, but he's dumb as a stump.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way!
Did that guy try to drop ice on me?
Oh yeah!
Conflict resolved.
Get out of here. Okay. Next chest. There we go. There we go. Zach, were you just supposed to get a new shirt? With science.
Activating combat mode.
Wow, that really did some big damage. Sweep this. There we go.
Conflict resolved.
Like, is the himbo is himbo. It's true.
Thank you, Professor Zach. Amazing as always. You're a great reference.
It's Dr. Zach.
You must be ready now. Go on the next mission yourself, okay?
You're right, yes. I can't argue with you, Professor Zach.
Yes, you can do it. You're in Soldier. Be confident.
Have confidence.
Do me a favor. Bury my body on top of a hill with the
Come on. All right then. But this is the last time.
You know what? The influx of like how like optimistic the first line there was, and then like switching immediately to being like, just bury my body on top of a hill was perfect. I don't know if I'm 100% sold on a lot of the voice acting that they've redone. I mean, they've voice acted everything in this game, whereas I don't think a lot of these like dialogue sequences like this were voice acted in the original. Which, you know, it's nice to see them voice acted because, I mean, let's be real, like some people, like, you know, local bodega cat can't read real well, real good. So, you know, having it voice acted at all is like a big step up. I want to know more about Ganga.
Much obliged. I'm so sorry.
That's more missions for me then. Yeah. Are you buying science at the clothing store? God. Yeah. Okay, I don't really want to trigger the next story mission yet, but at the same time, I should be careful. I may have also... I think as far as stuff goes, okay, so this is like a little bit of the thing in this game. For the most part, up until about chapter 8, I think you can do pretty much everything. Like, there's nothing that's like firmly missable, as far as I know. But at the same time, it is something I'd like to not play around with it too much. Is this Zach first or second at this point? He just got promoted to first. Genesis KIA, yeah, right. Who do they think they're trying to fool? Just got back from seeing the stage production of Loveless and Midgar. Genesis was a big fan, wasn't he? I usually don't care for classic drama, but it's pretty damned good. The guy is a hero in the original, but the play was more from the point of view of the girl who helps the guy. When I heard the last line, of course I'll come back to you, even if you don't promise to wait. I'll return knowing that you'll be here. Oh man, that's when I lost it. I just started bawling. Oh jeez. Console. Oh wait. Material fusion tips. Power attack, gravity plus jump, quake, darkness plus Libra. So I really enjoyed the legendary super soldiers are like, they have hobbies and lives. Oh yeah, like, and that was the thing, like this game makes the characters feel so much more like fleshed out. Like my opinion, like it just makes like, it makes the whole world of Final Fantasy VII feel much more like, not like I don't know, it just makes it more, it's more fleshed out as a whole, which I really like. And that's something I did appreciate about the remake too, is that there's a lot of like world building in it. Like it takes a very small portion of the game and looks at it under a magnifying glass. Even though it is like distinctly a different story being told, the world itself is like expanded through, you know, being under a greater magnification.
I brought my boy to the Shinra building because I thought it would be educational, but he keeps asking me all these questions. Maybe I should have paid more attention in school.
Dad, I think there's something inside this box. I wonder what it could be.
Well, that's obvious. Well, it's gotta be it's the Shinra Company's world-famous technology inside.
Oh.
Wow! So that's Shinra technology.
It's in the box. Yeah.
Dad, I think there's something inside this
No.
What?
Wow. Okay, kid. Yeah. Okay, we gotta look around a little bit. Oh, bike. Hey, that's actually a nice touch. That's the bike from the remake. That's the bike that during basically all the chase sequences, except for the final one. What else the guy here? Oh.
If you get lost, go to the information center, sir. The ladies at the information center can help you with anything you need to know, sir.
What? Soldier first class? You really made it?
Yeah, I did, lady at the counter that I just met for the first time ever. Actually, no, there's actually a cutscene with Zach flirting with her, I think. Zafra, how you doing? What you up to?
Could it be? I've been blind? Is this guy actually an up-and-coming star? Oh, no, please don't mind me. What?
Good day, sir. Welcome to the Shinra Building Information Center.
Oh.
Please come see me anytime you have questions concerning the Shinra Building. Zach Fair of Soldier. Let me just check your schedule quickly.
I have a question about the Shinra building. What's that stick bug doing behind the desk? I was playing some Vampire Survivors DLC. Oh, how's the DLC? Also, Armor Core for Answer. Interesting. Oh. I suppose some hype over the new release coming up. Oh, thank you for the cheese. Thank you, Zivian.
You have a meeting scheduled with Director Lazard in the director's office.
Mm.
The Shinra building is a secure facility. Access to all areas is controlled by employee ID. Members of Soldier have access through the second floor elevator to the exhibit room and the Soldier floor.
Going to play Armor Core. I've played some of the first one, but I want to play for Answer. I gotcha. I see.
You should know, the exhibit room and the entrance area are open to the public during business hours. Exiting the building takes you directly to Sector 8. You may find it refreshing to venture out into Sector 8 while you're on standby for the next mission. There is a train station in Sector 1 where there's a train to the Sector 5 slums.
All set. Oh, there's the little truck. I'm glad they made the truck like still the same. Like that was something that was. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm glad that like they played it pretty one-to-one with like the later sequence. Like all the important sequences in the remake are basically mostly intact. It's just that they decided to add phantoms for some reason. I love this shitty little truck. I know, right? It's so good. Just the quality truck.
This is a high-speed airship that was developed with very generous funding from the Shinra company, the Highwind. Its captain, Sid Highwind, is the airship's namesake. Currently, it's still in the testing phase, but we expect that, like Midgar, it will become a Shinra symbol.
It's interesting that Sid both builds an airship, but also is basically their lead astronaut. After seeing how tall your PSO2 character in Code Screenshot, I have to ask, are you a lot taller than Code? Yes. White's got a little bit of height on me.
Wow, what an amazing airship! I'm amazed that Shinra can make something like this fly through the skies!
Yeah, really. When you look at it, it's like, how does this fucking work?
What? No, I didn't ask her about the exhibit just to have an excuse to get to know her better. I just have a genuine interest in Shinra's amazing contributions to science.
Oh, I was just telling this gentleman about this particular exhibit here.
Yeah, it's compact for tactical advantage. Yes, exactly. Let's put a handle on her, pick her up, and take her with you. No, don't do that. I'm like, oh no, that'd be terrible. That's what the harness is for.
This is its current.
Wow, what an amazing airship! I'm amazed that Shinra can make something.
No, stop talking to this guy. Zach, you must go. Oh, the bike. Oh, I love it. Aw, Heidi Daytona. It's so good. It's so good. No, don't talk to him again.
Hardy Daytonas are so cool, right?
Yeah.
When I grow up, I'm gonna get one and tear it up on the highway.
It's your name, Cloud Strife. You need to know for reasons.
So cool.
I'm like, Cloud looks so much shorter than I expected.
The astronaut chosen for the flight is a legendary pilot and the namesake of our airship, Sid Highwind. The astronaut chose.
Lots of Sid drop. Wants a Sid lore drop. I was like gonna say the Sid lore droppings, and I'm like, that's not how you should say that. Well, oh, what a weird little car. I love it. It's honestly, it's just actually kind of just an ordinary car. There's nothing really weird about it. Oh, app. All right. So let's get out of here. We gotta go downstairs and go at the front of the building because we have a bunch of stuff that I should have done in chapter 2, but I kind of forgot we could leave the building, so that was a thing. Exhibit room. This is both. Okay. Oh, quest.
Right now, we are running a special on potions. The general public still has to pay full price, but for soldier members and Shinra troops, they are currently free.
Free potions.
How about you, sir? Would you like one?
You bet I want one. But good enough to weather one beating on the battlefield.
Right now, we are the general public still has to pay full price, but how? Right now,
We gotta drink more potions. Zach would literally take every free sample. I didn't read that one.
Right now, the general how?
Like, this is the type of loop that you'd have to watch that Zach doesn't get stuck in. You're feeling better than you already do.
Right now, the
Free potions. Look at him go. Look at that boy drink potions. Okay. Now with that. I do feel kind of, I kind of wish that, wish the game had the older character models. I think the actual aesthetic of the, like, models in the PSP is better.
This is Sector 8, the place for entertainment. If you walk from the fountain toward the clock tower, you'll get to Loveless Avenue. If you go up the stairs there, you can go to the Sector 1 station. From the station, you can catch a train to the Sector 5 slums.
Guess we'll be doing that.
It can't be. I don't believe it. Our Genesis killed in action?
Yep, definitely.
It's a lie! Or some kind of misunderstanding. Oh, I can't just stand still anymore! I'm sorry for losing my cool. I have to keep recruiting. Excuse me, would you like to join Red Leather, a fan club devoted to Genesis?
Is that what it's for? Is that what this club is for? Okay. Count me in.
Thank you. I'm sure that wherever he is, Genesis is smiling right now. Mail from headquarters. The memorial.
Because me playing a game with the stream in the background, it sounded like she said sacrifice slums. No, it was like Sector 5 slums. Which, I won't spoil anything.
I can't stay still anymore. The memorial. A farewell gathering for Genesis? No! I can't accept it! I can't stay still anymore!
Damn, she's really upset about Genesis. I knew the guy and I'm not even that upset. We received word that our dear Genesis has been killed in action, though we still find this report hard to believe. Members are planning to get together for one last farewell at the foot of the bridge in Sector 8. In the event, we will be selling Apple jewelry created as a homage to Genesis. Please buy the apple-shaped accessory, wear it, and let us always feel Genesis inside our hearts. Genesis girls.
According to Shinra News, both Angeal and Genesis have been killed in action.
Aoreo, how you doing?
Which proves that Soldier's greatest is Sephiroth. And now Sephiroth's popularity will grow even more.
Angeal has been killed in action, right? I saw it on Shinra News. I thought that after this, Mom would spend more time with me again. But it looks like her groupie days are not over.
Oh no.
Angeal,
Apple product placement? No, they literally mean actual apples in this instance. Love how you have all these legendary soldiers have biblical names like Genesis, Angeal, and Sephiroth. Yeah, they have like a theme going. Good be Portal 2 again last night, playing Ragnarok. Oh.
How could our dear Angeal be killed in action? I still can't believe it. We'll never get to see his handsome smile ever again in life. But this isn't the end for us. We, the fans, have to carry on.
I'd love to join.
You are now an official member of Keepers of Honor. Huh? A mail from headquarters? This is... Angeal's unofficial profile. This is priceless. Sending out this wonderful gift in our time of grief. Headquarters sure knows how to cheer us up. I'm sure that Angeal is watching over us from above. Let's continue to engage in our club activities with honor.
Okay. We've joined 2 fan clubs. It's been like 5 minutes. Well, fan club members, let's take another peek at Angeal's unauthorized profile. Most valuable possession, his camera. Gift from his mother, he used it to take shots of scenery whenever he goes on a mission. Most valuable skill, cooking with leftovers. Self-catering is essential in frugal living. Housewives in our readership should take note. That's all for this update. We'll let you know if we have any more to share with you. Imagine mixing mercenaries with idol culture. I know, right? That's basically what this is. Cheese, thank you. Hey Dragonstill, how you doing?
Hello.
Midgar, the Smash Hit musical. Okay, let's do a mission because I need to swing my sword right now. I have diamond gloves. Yeah. The first war criminal VTuber. I don't. Maybe. I'm like,
Activating combat
there's. Oh shit, this one has wings. Oh.
Better run for it.
Effort's showing up. I'm gonna have to say code. I think you should check out the Poison Control game. Oh? Poison Control.
Oh yeah!
There we go. Hey, we leveled up.
Conflict resolved.
Oh, that's so weird. I took off my other ear cuff for like. I sound so different with the other ear cuff like on. That's so weird. I hate it. Okay. I took it off because I figured I'd put the. Oh, there we go. That's better. Oh my god, it's so weird. That's the difference between like one ear and another. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of overkill, but you know what? Fuck it.
Conflict resolved.
We can neither confirm nor deny rumors of Amelia Watson being involved in a hospital bombing. Oh no. Why do you think I talk about crimes all the time? For legal reasons, this is a joke. Aw. Yeah, Amelia might be. I'm like, Amelia, it might be Amelia. Like,
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way.
ow.
Good later.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Conflict resolved.
My secret lore is I'm Luke from Street Fighter 6. Oh, I see. I'm like, that's an interesting decision. To be Luke from Street Fighter 6. I guess people are like getting into like an open or a closed beta right now for it. It's like kind of a big deal, I guess, or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, shit, I can have more materia. God. I'm walking around here like an idiot. You know what? It makes sense to put this over here. We could have one of each element now, which would be nice. We already got it mastered. Oh, we could have fucking gravity. Gravity. And I don't. I'm like, how? What? We could do HP. Do something like that. What else we got? What's off status fix of those matching materia? Let's try this.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, okay, that was pretty mean. Oh, fuck! Oh, I felt that one immediately. I was like, oh, there's a potion that kicked in. Just full screen of Zach's booty. Let's fucking go. Ow, shit, jeez, this guy's fucking mean. I should heal. Oh yeah, this one's like scaled way up compared to like the other ones we were fighting. That's why I got fucking shotgun blasted and knocked on my ass.
You're incredible, Zach. It's been such an education.
So, what about the next mission?
Liking Ragnarok so far. Elden Ring is still the better game in my opinion, but yeah, it's fun. Oh, gotcha.
Yes, the next mission. I'll be doing it myself.
I've heard good things about Ragnarok.
Ah, so you're finally up for it.
He's gonna do it.
But, truth be told, I'd like to see you in action one last time.
That's a lot of last times.
Does this have the random battles that the original had? Yes.
You've become such a great role model for me, Zach. You're the kind of operative that I want to be.
Well, now you're making me blush. Okay, if that's how you feel, I'll help you out.
Ark. Here's a Ark. Welcome. How you doing? Good morning.
You're the best, Zach.
It does still have the random battles. Honestly, I find the pacing. This is the thing. I kind of would love to see them, like, somebody mod like the old like character models into this. I would be over the moon. But at the same time, like this is definitely the better version to play. The battle system just flows so much better. Okay. We have 2 chests. Yes. Let's say, nice try. My chest senses were going off. My chest senses were tingling. All right.
Activating combat mode.
Ow, fuck. Oh, whoa. Oh shit, I'm silenced. Oh, leveled up. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh. Be careful what we're doing here. There we go.
Conflict resolved.
There we go.
Later.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So there's like a thing in this where you can kind of avoid some of the like random battles just by like itching the like each like section, because the maps are made up of modules, right? So like as long as you don't walk through the exact center of an area, you might not like you can kind of walk around like the battlefield, like it's like basically what I'm doing right now. Head to bed. All right, Zafra, you have a good night, okay? So that is like something you can do technically. Oh, fuck. I don't want to get silenced again. Just kind of just do it. Oh, cool. Fuck it. Yeah, chain slash.
Go, go, go!
Which is actually just like it's a less complete version of Cloud's cross slash.
What I learned from you can't be learned in a classroom. Boss man Zach, I swear I'll never forget what you did for me.
Yeah, you certainly toughened up, huh?
Oh, you know it, boss. I'm going on the next mission, and I'm gonna show everyone who's boss.
Wait, are you really the same guy?
Boss man, see you later.
Yeah. Boss. Sugoi. Yeah. Okay, well, we're shooting through some missions, so that's good. Items for fusion. Okay, this is a 4-star. Oh no. Soldier Third Class was sent alone to reclaim cargo stolen by Genesis troops. He came back injured and dejected and has been pulled out of action. This is the side of the cargo. Oh, geez, he failed immediately. Boss zoned. Let me see. Diamond gloves, ice armlet, star pendant, red stop, red poison and silence. It's pretty good. I have 4 chests in this area. You see the map? Oh yeah, this is quite a bit. All right.
Activating combat
Let's get
mode.
started. Oh fuck! Ouch! Jeez. Oh god, this one might actually be a little bit much. Yeah. Oh. No MP cost. Good. Oh. Here we go. Took some hits on that one. Ooh, hello. Materia. Use gravity at all. I should probably try and use it. There we go. Code. What Pokemon is in your Pokeball? Probably Gengar. Maybe Cubone. Maybe Meowth. Yeah. Feel is Growlithe. Aw. It's a good Pokemon too.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
Maybe Sableye.
Conflict resolved.
Resolving conflicts. It's the thing that Zach does all the time. Okay, so that's fire, ice, gravity. Oh, we mastered this. Okay. We could probably switch to Silence Blade. Probably a good idea. Yeah. Oh, they're both on the same side. This makes sense. Yeah. Oh, that's why the Triangle regime fell off. Your highlight message regime is gone. Yeah, I removed it. Actually, I talked a little bit about it in the Discord why I removed the highlight message regime. I'll actually just post this so people understand this, because like as a streamer, like as a viewer, people probably don't. Oh, thank you. As a viewer, a lot of people probably don't understand like what it looks like on my end when people highlight messages, but it I have to find it here. I'm gonna remove it from my desktop. I already removed that, really? Yes, I did. There we go. I'm owed to Nyas. Oh, yeah. Sorry, sometimes they get away from me. My computer's decided that it's just gonna fucking die right now. Yeah, it's a warning metaphor about how they dislike their fans or something. It sounds like it to me. Oh. There we go. So here's the thing. Here's the reason why I removed the highlighted messages. So like on my chat bar on the other monitor here, the one that I'm currently looking at right now, when you highlight a message, it basically, especially if it's a big message, it basically ends up being, it posts the message as it normally does, being on the meta commentary and all. I mean, I don't think it's that they necessarily dislike their fans as much as it is they dislike the machine that like all sequels are like, you know, basically the like movie making machine where everything needs a sequel kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think it's so much about like disliking fans. So, because when you go meta, you tend to be infamous. Oh. Anyways, but yeah, no. So when a message gets posted, especially a big one, it gets posted in the chat. But if you highlight the message, it also posts it at the very top of the chat for me to see, because it's what highlighting does. Which causes basically the chat. This is all that's like visible of the chat here. Poor Oreo sandwiched like cream filling between these two posts. So it's one of those things that it's like, it's one of those things that I was just like, you know what, the highlight message actually doesn't do anything good. Yeah, I laugh every time I see this. Actually, the funny part about it is, I'm just gonna say this, Oreo. This is actually your highlighted messages. I just felt for privacy's sake that, you know, you should have it like, it was a big message and it was important. So it was like, so it's in fact your message sandwiched between two of your messages. But it's very funny. It's very funny how it like posted to me. But it was like the only example I had of it at the time. That's why I took a quick snap of it. Because I know this happens a lot, and oftentimes it's not I know, and I'm sorry. Oh, no worries, Oreo. Like, I just feel bad when it's like, because occasionally like the occasional person that comes in here and they will post, like they'll highlight every single one of their messages, which means I should have probably made highlight cost more, but they'll highlight every single one of their messages, so it does this every time they post, and it's like that's the meta Oreo Boros. Oh my god, that's amazing. So Grant, how you doing? Yeah, like it's amazing. It's, I don't know, I just think it's really it's something that like it makes it harder for me to read the chat, and it's more likely that I'm gonna miss the messages if people like highlight aggressively. Oh, ow, fuck.
Conflict resolved.
I'll take it. Most channels have kept highlighting messages like 10, 50k. Yeah, by default they're like 100. So it was really up to me probably to change it, but I just don't think it's something that adds anything to the chat. These guys have fucking flippers on. What the hell is going on here? Oh fuck! Whoa, I'm getting time to heal up. Oh, that was a high potion.
Conflict resolved.
All right. Items. Yeah, do a barrel. There we go. I'm good. I slipped off a dizzy spell, but feeling better now. Oh, I gotcha. I have to always be mindful. Dizziness can really fuck with a person. What am I doing right now? Oh. Oh, fuck. Ah, jeez.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Was only really useful for mods and mod-like viewers. Yeah.
Activating combat mode.
It's like, yes, I could disable it from popping up, but it's like, at that point, what are you really even paying for? You know what I mean?
You're in for it now. Here we go.
Actually, honestly, was in the back of my mind. I don't need a highlight, but that night, oh, no worries, no worries. And this isn't about you, Oreo. It's more about people that like do highlight messages every single time they post. That's like, that's more the problem. Because like, I know like Gears of War right now is doing like the mini highlighted messages or whatever, but it's like, it's different when it's the ones that actually pop up on my screen and I have to actually hit an X after reading it to get rid of it. Like that's like too much of a pain for me. I'm like, nah. Hey Brock, how you doing? What you up to? Do I need to heal? Not much. Well, there's a power box in this. I guess it makes sense. I was supposed to say, what is this powering? Probably the lights. Oh, whoa. That's weak to it? Really? Okay, time to heal up. Ow, fuck. Jeez. Let's heal our way through. Ow. Jeez. Oh my god, we're getting like bullied here. Oh, this is looking rough. Oh, interesting. It's not, it's just like a single slash. Expected more of that. There we go. Get sent home from OT early, so I'm at home. OT?
My thanks, Master Zack. An impressive display as always.
Yeah.
It's too bad about that last mission. Well, happens to us all.
My inexperience impacted my performance.
Oh, overtime gotcha.
Practice always trumps theory on the field of battle.
No, I thought you might be feeling down, but you're taking it well.
Master Zack, I will show you one day the power I've gained under your tutelage.
Yeah.
Good day, sir.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if we're actually gonna get to another story sequence tonight. We will, but it's like, oh gosh.
What are you? Another pickup artist?
Soldier first class, pickup artist.
Soldier, huh? I wish he'd just go away. What are you?
That getup. Are you with that Shinra outfit, Soldier?
Yeah, I'm a soldier. Name's Zack.
You Shinra people are so arrogant. So I'm hearing through the grapevine that hordes of monsters have been seen around Midgar and Calm.
Yeah, Zack's the good guy here. Yeah, kinda, sure.
Around
He's trying his
Midgar?
best.
Huh? You didn't know about this? And you're with Soldier? Then here's something you should know.
Jeez.
The study of planet life speaks of the legend of weapons, guardians of the planet.
This guy is like browbeating us. And the town of Shinra is filled with mean bad people.
When they sense the planet is in danger, they rise to destroy that which ills the planet.
And this relates to the monsters how?
That which ills the planet. Sounds like they're talking about the Shinra Company to me.
Good story, bro. They're just monsters. Weapons, you say? Come on.
Go ahead, laugh it up while you can.
Okay, new mission.
I studied planet life in Cosmo Canyon. I know what the Shinra Company's been up to around the world. Probably better than you do.
Cool story, bro.
I studied
Okay. You forward. Okay, we've made a loop. We made a loop of this area because there's like a lot of like story. There's a lot of missions that you get by talking to the NPCs around here, so it's kind of important to go do this. And like between like every chapter, practically, it tells me that Cloud and Zack were legends, I believe. May not know much about Final Fantasy VII, but there's a photo of Cloud and Zack together. I mean, like Cloud isn't so much of a legend. He doesn't really get too much of that going on until like the very end of Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, like, yeah, Cloud is actually just some guy during the whole course of like this game.
No. Thanks for patrolling Midgar.
Aw, thanks for the bits. Thank you, Oreo. That is an 8-foot tall sword. Actually, it's Zack's sword. Technically. Technically, it's Angeo's sword right now. We learn where the sword came from. We learn where the Buster sword came from. But like, yeah. Thanks for patrolling Midgar.
You're with Soldier, I see. But what business do you have here?
Well, no business, really.
It is the duty of the 18th Squad of the Shinra Security Department to patrol the streets of Sector 8. Anyone who disturbs the peace in Sector 8, soldier or not, will be dealt with.
Whoa now. Take it easy there, guy.
Also, once again, Oreo, thank you for the bits, gosh. Those rupees to kick rocks, yeah. To me, he's a legend for defeating one of the infamous antagonists, as well as in the movie where he defeats Sephiroth's kids. Yeah, beats up those kids. I mean, like, that's the thing, is like, Cloud's like, at this point, he's really just like a guy. He's one of these guys, actually. He's one of the like low level like security grunts. He doesn't end up making it into soldier, but he through the sequences of events at the end of the game, he gets Mako drunk and basically ends up thinking he was in soldier, because he becomes friends with Zack, and he's like, is this it's a little bit of, how to put it, like, I'm trying to explain it in a way that like kind of soft pads the plot to this. Zack's like hands on hips, maybe just one sec. Zack is like, I am soldier, and Cloud looks at Zack and is like, wow, he's cool, and then is like, I'm soldier. And it's like, no, Cloud, no, you're not. You're not. Cloud, no. Cloud, get back here. We're soldier. Exactly. So, yeah. Hey, Belle, how you doing? How's the stream going? It's going good. Cloud is a beta. Cloud is like, he's a soft bean. You made this? I made this. Exactly. Yeah. Zack's Buster Sword, my Buster Sword. and then the amazing part of it all is Cloud's still like, he's like, I'm soldier, first class. And then does like the most amazing shit, and it's like, Cloud, no, you're not. You're actually not. You're not good at anything, really, technically. Honestly, the whole point of Cloud's story is it proves that confidence, yeah, fake it till you make it. Yeah, he truly believes it. How's Crisis Core going? Hey, Sketch Blob, how you doing? It's going good. My eyes went blurry. I thought you said, take it easy. Take it easy there, gay. Why did you hear it wrong? It makes your eyes blurry. Yeah, oh my god, Cloud was the OG RPG fuckboy. Like, Cloud's like, Cloud's good. I like Cloud. Cloud is like, he's great because he's like, he was a really flawed like protagonist. Oh my god, Nico Ark's just standing in the alleyway drinking. Like, see, like, Cloud for me is like kind of great because like he was really flawed. Like, he's distinctly flawed in many ways. But it's enjoyable because like he's a mystery. It's like the more you learn about Cloud in Final Fantasy VII, the more you're like, what is going on here? He isn't who he thinks he is. Confidence is wonderful, but guys, is Cloud able to fumble himself into so many bad situations? He really is. Nico getting drunk on cheap wine like towards Mama's good energy. I mean, I just thought Cloud was the legend in FF lore. Oh, I think at least I have Zidane, since he's a good guy. I cared about his team like Vivi. Oh yeah, Zidane's good. And also Cloud is good. Don't get me wrong, like Cloud is good, but like it's interesting because a lot of people, Cloud's whole thing is basically that he's overcoming like sickness. He isn't well in Final Fantasy VII, and he's got a case of the brain problems, and like he's interesting. He's an interesting character because he ends up doing like, how to put it, it's an interesting dynamic. I don't want to, yeah, he's got PTSD basically. He's got a little bit PTSD, but he's also Mako drunk, which means that his memories aren't clear. All in all, I do really love Cloud, but it's funny how many people block out that how he was for how he is now. See, a lot of people like chalk like Cloud up as like emo, and that's largely because of like Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts like kind of makes Cloud way more emo than what he actually is in Final Fantasy VII. In Final Fantasy VII, he's kind of smarmy. like he's kind of a dork, and he's kind of smarmy, and he's not great at a lot of things, and he's blind to people that care about him early on, but as the game progresses, of course, he becomes a better character. He changes over the course of the game, which is nice. He's not just like the generic good guy character, which is a little bit of what Zack is by comparison. But I think like the thing is because of Zack's relationship to Cloud and how they work, Zack is kind of like the idealized version of what Cloud wanted to be. So like that's kind of, it's an interesting dynamic. From what I've seen, he's less emo and he's more like, he feels like a weird cat, you know? Yeah, he's aloof. He's aloof. He's a little bit like I said, smarmy, a little bit surly. Particularly at the beginning of the game, particularly when he's like bunding heads with Barrett all the time. But then like he eases up. A loaf. me and White were talking about this other night, and she was like, yeah, they're kind of a loaf, and I'm like, you mean aloof? So now we say a loaf. How does a loaf of bread? Yeah, aloofus, yes.
This is actually good timing. I have something to say.
Oh, okay.
What Midgar needs right now is not Soldier.
What do you mean?
Who is it that finds lost children and takes them back to their mothers? Who is it that catches the crooks who steal change from vending machines? Who is it that warns young people talking loudly on their phones in trains?
That last one actually is just kind of like...
That is all us. So, who Midgar really needs is the Shinra Security Department.
Thanks for your service?
We won't be so arrogant for much longer. We'll be holding a joint training session with Soldier soon.
Oh yeah, that is actually a thing that happens.
Security against Soldier. We'll find out soon enough who the true elites are.
Yeah, it does kind of. Oh, thank God, the vending machines and people talking on their phones. World saved. Wonder if it. Oh, no idea. I mean, there's definitely a lot of voice actors in this game. I can only imagine what the credits are going to look like.
It's Soldier and the Turks that always get the attention, but that's about to end. At this next joint training session, the security department will prove its worth.
I can't recognize as anyone else that...
This is the busiest part of Sector 8, nicknamed Loveless Avenue. Loveless is considered a literary masterpiece. They've even made it into a play.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Soldier, let me ask you something. Have you ever met a dandy gentleman who rides a black chocobo?
I might know someone like that. I don't have a clue.
You haven't, huh? I guess he's not that well known. The other day, I went to Calm and was attacked by monsters.
Hey, Gatsu. Also, yes, paper. Comes our bastards, especially me. Yeah.
Let's go, baby! It's Morbid time!
You've heard that monsters are running amok around Midgar and Calm. Well, that's when he saved me. The man on the black chocobo. He was so dashing. Much more heroic than, say, your average soldier grunt.
Boy, soldiers, like... Unless your name is Genesis or fucking Angeal or Sethroth, like, boy, nobody fucking likes you.
Hey, Mr. Soldier.
This is the...
Right. Loveless is kind of a big thing for, like, Genesis in particular. It's the thing that he's basically, like, reading all the time and quoting. No petting chocobos. Got it. Rude. And Midgar sucks.
My ride here? It can hit 140 mph.
I feel like this car's scaled different from the one that was in the museum. This truck.
It's got a good engine, of course, but the real secret is in those tires. My ride here? It's got a good engine, of course, but the real secret is in those tires.
All three of them. I like the fact that the back of the truck is shaped like a fucking bathtub. It's like, it's such a weird shape.
You're with Soldier? Nothing to see here. I'm a civilian, and I'm very busy. Please don't talk to me.
Okay, fair. Win this round, guy. Okay. Nothing down this way.
I can't believe that Genesis was killed in action. Rest in peace, my sweet prince. Your search for the true meaning of the Loveless text will be carried on by we in the study group.
John DiMaggio was in Final Fantasy VII Remake? Oh, gotcha.
You, sir. How about you? Would you like to study Genesis's Bible Loveless with the study group?
No, but I'll say yes.
Welcome. You are now a fellow worshipper of Loveless. Oh? It looks like you've got new mail. Why don't you take a look?
He's one of the chairmen next to the guy who did Doc Ock in the Insomniac game Spider-Man. Oh, I have no idea. I haven't played the Spider-Man game. Do you remember your first Yoshi? Pedigree farmer. Pedigree. Fuck. Farmer remembers. Oh god. John DiMaggio is one of the VAs, like D. Bradley Baker. He just pops up when you make a show. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Please get Final Fantasy IX. Wait, why?
Loveless. Therefore, literary experts always get into heated debates about their interpretations of the final act. I was deeply affected by Genesis's interpretations. You could say my personal passion for Loveless was ignited by Genesis.
I just posted that it's half off, and second, it's the best one. There you go. I have a funny relationship with 9, so I'm like, here's my thing about 9. When I played 9 originally, and like this is just like my personal opinion, I hated it. I really disliked it. But it's really funny because it's like aged like a fine wine for me over the years. Like thinking back to 9, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I actually really liked 9. There was a lot of good in there. There was a lot of stuff that I actually really liked. Like Final Fantasy IX isn't afraid to tackle big themes, and that's really cool. But at the same time, actually playing Final Fantasy IX, I didn't really like it that much. It's just a weird pacing to it. It's a lot of being in big, desolate areas and deserts and stuff, and it just was not like working for me at the time. Yeah. Even though I hate it like poison, I feel like they should give Final Fantasy VIII another shot. Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII is definitely the poison that keeps on poisoning. Like, I'm glad they like did. Okay, so like I am glad that like Final Fantasy VIII had like they did like a semi remaster. Mostly they just changed the character models. Like I think that was a good idea. I don't know if it's worth like going back to 8 though. Like 8. I don't know. I don't know what you do with 8 at this point. I could even see going back to like 9. Big stretch. As Dan as well as Vivi and the rest of the crew of 9. Yeah, they are. Like, and that's the thing. I like so many things about 9. I just was not like in love with like. I mean, the big one is honestly just that it's very deserty. It's very, very bleak. And it's not like even in a way that's to a degree that like I don't know how to put it. Like 8 is the only number in Final Fantasy I don't like. Yeah, like 8 had gunblades. It did have gunblades. Okay, we're looking for how many chests? 2 chests. Probably one's down this way then. Probably end up both these halls.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Little damage. There's one. Do not play Final Fantasy 2. Fantasy 2 is truly the worst one. I think 2 probably is like actually the worst one. And like I don't actually know how the plot into like is ultimately, but like why is number 2 bad? 2 is bad mechanically because it's like how to put it. There's what is wrong with Final Fantasy 2 gameplay wise, it's really bad. There like I forget how it goes, but there's like a thing about 2 where it's I think it's both that it has like level scaling, but also like it's better actually to attack your own party members because it's like I think you get experience based on like I think you only get experience based on like actions or something. I forget how it works out. Someone in the chat that remembers 2 better can explain it, but it's like 2 is kind of notoriously bad mechanically.
Conflict resolved.
Okay, so this one's a dead end. Is wild mechanically. Yeah, it's like I know generally it's like really most people don't like 2.
Take that. Conflict resolved.
You get level ups, but you also increase your stats from using those stats. So if you do physical attacks, your attack power goes up, magic goes up. Cannot recommend the NES version, yeah. And if you want more health, you have to punch yourself. Yes. Don't mean to be rude or off topic, but this guy's sword is kind of ass looking. It is. It's not a very good sword. That's why when he gets the Buster Sword, he switches to it immediately.
Conflict resolved.
Which is really funny because he switches to it and then he basically never uses it because Angel doesn't use it either. In this version, you also level down if you don't use stats for a while. Yes, that is another thing.
Activating combat mode.
Like 2 is not something I played a lot of myself, but it's like, yeah, it's not something. I don't like nobody I know recommends playing 2. And Genesis adores Loveless so much. He claims it provides answers to so many of the mysteries in our world regarding history, science, art, and astronomy. But experts agree that the answer to the biggest mystery was in the final act, which was scattered and lost, and thus worthy of further study. Our dear Genesis also devoted his life to interpreting the missing final act. As a devoted study group, let's inherit his life's work in his memory. Yeah, the GBA version. Yeah, I know that I thought Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, 12, and Fantasy Super Nintendo Crystal 1 Mystic Quest had that is easy. 14 originally were hated. Never knew 2 was worse. Like generally 2 is pretty. Not too many people are super fond of 2. Like 13 and 13-2 are like, yeah. Like, I think that the reception for, is kind of, dubious is probably a good way to put it. The other 2 are alright. Yeah. Yeah, that's generally what I hear. I owned and played Final Fantasy 2 on the Game Boy Advance. It was not fine. Okay, that's fair. Deserves some respect. Why? Something odd, weird progression choices, that annoying, angry inducing experience. I can't speak a lot to 13. 12 I think is like generally well liked, like beating myself up to level up. Yeah, like 2 gets a lot of flack. Like I think most of the games in the series are like fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 12 is one of my favorites. That's the thing, like for people that like 12, people that like 12 really like 12. So like, you know, there we go. And from what I've played of 12, I don't think any of it was like bad. So just fucking fire palming these guys.
Conflict resolved.
Like, I think 12 is fine.
I admit that you bested us in today's training. But the troops that participated in the exercise are amateurs. Many of them have never seen real combat. Don't expect the same results next time.
Shinra Alpha. Defense, its storyline wasn't terrible. If you like Final Fantasy 4, that's the other thing that it gets, I hear a lot, is 2 storyline is compared to 4 a lot, but 4 is kind of just like the better version of that story, which is Star Wars. Well, actually, Star Wars, Final Fantasy 12 is Star Wars. I don't, like, 4 is like soft Star Wars. Can I also ask why all the soldiers are twinks? Sephiroth is like 7 feet tall. I don't know if he qualifies as a twink. And Genesis is also a similar height. And Angeal's head is way too wide to be a twink, I guess. Tall twink. I just know a lot of Final Fantasy fans tend to dislike 12, 13, 13-2. And for some reason dislike 15 for strange and kind of questionable reasons. Everything I hear about 15, I haven't played it myself, but generally I hear that it drops the ball in the second act, which, you know, like 15 is a bit sad, but that's the point of Final Fantasy since these games are dark. Yeah, they're dark to a degree, I suppose. Nomura likes twinks. That's also, yes, that's why there's many twinks. 15 does get a bit rushed in the back half. That's what I hear. I think 16 is gonna be good. But anyways, my feelings on 12 is like 12. I'm not super like into like high fantasy quotation fingers, but like so like that aspect doesn't appeal to me that much. just fucking blasted those guys. Shinra Alpha. What is it? Oh, it's just Vitality. Yeah. Is 16 the one I need to kick chaos? No, that's a separate game. That's Strangers of Paradise, which is a prequel to Final Fantasy 1. So, I know Mega 64 did a hilarious Captain Bosch sketch for that game. Yes. Don't believe Under's lies. Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Activating combat mode.
There we go.
Conflict resolved.
I'm gonna resolve these the conflicts. I'm resolving conflicts.
Combat mode.
Ow, fuck, I almost had a perfect.
Oh yeah.
But this little like fucking this little fucking Roomba bit me.
Another lost a soldier. Next time we won't hold back. You've taken advantage of the sportsmanship we've shown. The third day of our joint training session, I guarantee, will be a day of shame for
the Mega 64 guys, by the way. They live in San Diego and they're awesome. Aw, very good. I de-escalated the conflict. Zach, everyone's dead. I de-escalated it. He's a puppy. He doesn't know any better. I'm trying to think of how tall Zach is. I think he's like 6'2". I forget. He's pretty tall too. Cloud is like what, 5'8", 5'5", 5'6". Cloud is the little bean by comparison. He might be like 5'9", 5'10". I forget.
Activating combat mode.
I love the fact that the fire like kind of soft homes, so you get these nice like chain shots. Okay, so there's 2 chests in here, and one is definitely in this room. There we go. But anyways, my feelings in 12 were that it's a good game, it just wasn't for me. I think there's a lot of things in 12 that I did play and I did really like, but it just wasn't my vibe, personally.
Activating combat
Except for Fran. Fran was definitely my vibe.
Oh yeah. Conflict resolved.
Yeah. As far as 9 goes though, when I played 9, I didn't really like 9 that much. I felt like it was really slow. I felt like it was a lot of just wandering through the desert, and like a lot of the world was very dry to me, which is fair because that's what the fucking game is supposed to be about. But like the characters were excellent, the story was excellent. I thought the battle system was pretty decent in 9 as a whole. I think it's very simplistic, just like you level up items and get abilities, like that's cool. I fucking love Chocobo Hot and Cold. Like there's so many things about 9 I like. So when I think back to 9, because I'm not sitting there like grueling my way through the desert, I actually really like 9. But like when I know if I was to sit down and play 9, I don't know if I would enjoy it that much. I forgot the one Coca-Cola Final Fantasy 9 character with the spoons. Oh, Quina? Is it Quina? Chocobo Hot and Cold was great. Yeah, see, I like Chocobo Hot and Cold too. I remember it was I remember I got that dirt cheap. Oh, nice. Okay, so we went. I'm gonna say maybe in this one. Yeah, like it's like 9's like good. Like if I was to play another Final Fantasy game, like 9 would probably be up there. I'd probably be most likely after like playing through 7 again on stream. I'd probably be most likely to play probably 10. I like 10 a lot. 10 is very like palatable to me because it's also short. Which was like one of the things that eventually pushed me away from the series a little bit, was the fact that the games are very long. They're all big time investments, right?
Combat mode.
And like 10 by comparison is very like to the point.
Conflict resolved.
Also it has Lulu.
Yes, we have yet to win against you in training.
This guy trying to save face.
But I know the reason why. It's the budget disparity between soldier and security. I hear the science department performs enhancement procedures on
Yes, they do. I like your little scarf though.
We in security don't depend on medical enhancements.
Yeah, you have that cool helmet. 4 slots. Must protect Steiner in Final Fantasy 9 at all costs. Is the best Derby Knight being. He is. I like his like growth from being basically like he's always there to protect Garnet, but also like he's just like, oh, the world is so much bigger, which is an interesting like growth. It was when Square was starting to do tie-ins and advertise with companies. Yeah. I know I should do some story stuff, but like honestly, doing these like missions is kind of important. I could be cleaning these out maybe off stream though. As long as I unlock them, that's the important part. But yeah, I keep side missioning. To be fair, we're kind of having an interesting conversation too, so it's a good time to do these sprint shoes. Yeah. Four chests, okay.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, whoa, fuck!
Mind and body, acting together as one.
So, what do you think? Pretty good, right?
You're focusing just for the sake of it. Your true power hasn't been released.
Yeah, it didn't feel quite the same as before.
You need to learn to find the right zone in your mind. If you can't do that, you won't make first.
Seriously? Warm-up's over!
Prove your honor to me.
Dude, Zach.
Got it.
Wait, another Zach. That's Zach's mentor, Angeal, who's actually the owner of the Buster Sword. Zach with the fucking explosive Psycho Crusher. Let's fucking go. Oh shit, don't Phoenix down. Fuck. Well, at least now if I die, have an we'll be okay. We'll live. If I die, we'll live. Yeah. Yep. And that's like the big thing is like yeah. Like Cloud number 2. No, actually interesting thing is Angel is Cloud's original design. So that is an interesting little thing.
Activating
Cloud
combat
before he became Twinkie. Or rather, at least Angel's based on Cloud's original design. Hey, mastered. All right. Let's see, chests here. Where are we? Okay, so we're through this. I'm gonna say we're probably good as far as this all goes. I could probably have mastered. I mastered 2 cure materia, maybe. I have so many thunder materia. I should maybe consider fusing them. What if I fuse 2 thunder? Nothing. Garbo. What if I fuse these 2? I'm like... Thunder... Fire gives... Lazara... I don't want to do that. What else can I fuse it with? Dark Thunder? I don't need that. Silence, Dark Thunder. Oh yeah, I guess I can just see the results. Or no. Gravity. Thunder Blade. That's pretty good. Because we definitely don't have that. We have Thunderblade. But this Thunder Blade, that's interesting. I'm down for that. Fuse it. Do it. Yeah. Oh. I did play Dirge of Cerberus. Very good. I like generally, even though Dirge of Cerberus is like kind of off the handle and goes kind of places, wild places. Like I like Dirge of Cerberus. God, Dissidia NT was mishandled. Yeah, it was a weird one because like they're trying to make a fighting game, but they're not like invested in making a fighting game, and it's a 3 versus 3 fighting game, which means that you need like a lot of people. You're making a big investment, both like people have to be interested. I played Dissidia a little bit though. Or rather, I played the first 2 games on the PSP. I played them a lot. They were real good go-tos.
Activating combat mode. Bring it on.
Ooh, I like it.
Take that.
Heal up. That's free casts. Oh. There we go. In combo. Oh shit, wasn't enough damage. Okay. Yeah. There.
Oh yeah.
Hey Prey, how you doing? Do you need some work on its online play? It does. Equipment. It prevents silence. Is that terrible? Ugh. Prevents poison and silence and gives us. Okay. Just prevents silence. Okay. 90% of my Final Fantasy knowledge comes from Kingdom Hearts. Gotcha. I see. 2 chests in 1 room. This is fair. Okay, so we have another side room here. I'm gonna say the chests are probably in it. All right.
Activating combat mode.
Ow. I wish the targeting, like the change your target was a little bit different. So it's, there we go. It is, there we go. Keep mixing it up. Like, I haven't used gravity yet. It's completely... Ow. Ow, Zach. There. Zach is an interesting character. Poor guy, though. Yeah, Zach gets a raw deal. That's his thing. He's a tragic character.
Activating combat mode.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
It's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. Yes, I really like Crisis Core 2. Zach is best Final Fantasy 7 protag. He's really good. Like, the thing is like Zach's story is so interesting because it's you only get bits and pieces of it in Final Fantasy 7 itself. So like when Crisis Core finally came out, it was about Zach and about his story. It was very it was very interesting to finally get like the whole story. You generally know it from Final Fantasy 7 if you've done all like the extra side quests and stuff, but at the same time, like it's just interesting to get to like play through it all. Although they definitely like they hinge a lot of like Dirge of Cerberus like stuff in through it, mostly in the first act. But it's not like it's still interesting. It's still good.
Combat mode.
Although it's probably the weaker portion of the game for sure. The later stuff when it's more focused on like basically. Oh, wow. Okay. That thing has fucking guns. Shit. Okay, good thing we had Phoenix down. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. This is kind of a tricky combo of enemies. Gonna get some magic. Oh shit. All right. I didn't think the missiles would hit me. I mean, obviously, but okay. We're going to spin this right away. Oh, okay. Woo, spicy. I'm actually surprised it gave me my revive back. It's crit. Go up. There. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Was this recognizable? I met Paul too. Oh, very good. You must have a lot of connections to the VA industry. That's interesting. Very cool. Unfortunately, I don't have much of an ear for voices. The only voices, like, there's only certain voices that really, like, jump out at me that I can just, like, pull every time. But yeah. I'm lazy tonight. I guess I did run today a little bit hot, too. But even just doing some cleanup in this isn't a bad idea, so. Let's see. Soma.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way. Oh
Conflict
yeah.
resolved.
Resolving it the only way we know how. Fire. Yeah.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Let me see.
Activating combat mode.
Oh yeah.
Another level up.
Conflict resolved.
Oh, it's right in front of this guy. There we go.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
Although honestly, if I was to play another game by Square in the near future, like streaming one,
Conflict resolved.
probably would be Chrono Trigger. That would be probably my go-to. Make a pizza,
Our
oh hell
budget
yeah.
Negotiations have borne fruit. Director Heidegger has authorized us to test new weapons in combat. There is no way we will lose to you now.
Are you ready for a Chrono Trigger stream? Not yet. Not mentally yet. Chrono Trigger is like one of my favorite games. It's just like, admittedly, as a streamer, I put it kind of a little bit on a pedestal. So it's like, oh, am I really like a good enough streamer to stream Chrono Trigger just yet? I don't know. Okay. So we should technically take the train. Yeah. There was the Chrono Cross re-release, yes. I do have strong feelings about Chrono Cross, which I could get into. It's another one of my big opinions.
Shinra Railway's new locomotive is pulling in soon. Its model name is the Mark 93-2. I can't wait to see it. Oh man, I'm so pumped.
Just really pumped about train.
I've been waiting for the train for quite a while now, but it still hasn't come in yet. Lately, There's been a lot of delays.
I came to see the new Shinra train with my big brother. I can't wait to see it. Oh man, I'm so pumped.
Everybody's pumped about trains. Oh, I might not be able to take the train yet. Maybe. That doesn't look it. Okay, that's fine then. Set true story. I had the DS version of Chrono Trigger, aka the best version. Traded the game stuff for $10. Oof. When I was low on monies, I had the box and manual now. As a reminder of my derby choice. Oh, gotcha. We all make choices like that at some point. Yeah. This is a decision that I regret and is really like bad.
Right now.
In like hindsight. But I did own Mega Man X at one point, the original like inbox, like head manual, everything, copy of Mega Man X, basically when it was new. And I did trade it at one point, and it was like, I won't say what I traded it for, but it was just a case of like, it's like, I was so desperate for something new that it was like, I'm like, well, I've beat Mega Man X like a million times. Of course, I was like 10 at the time, so you know, it was like, sure, I guess, but like looking back, like I was like, oh, jeez, that was such a bad fuck up. I should have kept it, should have hung on to it. Yeah. Today's update features a conversation between Angelo and Genesis. Oh. You better do something about those plants in your room. These plants represent nature. Some of us converse with nature to hone our spirit and honor. And some of us are getting bugs in our room because of those blasted things. Come on, don't you remember we used to have bugs in our rooms all the time when we were kids? That's why I hate them. In the past, it can stay there. We're in Midgar, we're not supposed to have nature here. City Boy Genesis and Nature Lover Angel. So completely different, yet friends at the same time. No good, I get that it's so hard. Hindsight sucks, yeah. And it's like, I knew at the time it was a bad trade and I knew it was a bad thing to do, but it was just like, I was so hungry for something new. Yeah. Admittedly, I do kind of prefer the Super Nintendo version of Chrono Trigger, but that's just because like, that's what I grew up with. Okay, so I think we've exhausted most of the dialogue stuff out here, so we could do... take a quick look on the other floors, but then we'll probably do a story chapter from the looks of it.
Party Daytonas are so when I grow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this truck is like scaled down. It's like smaller than the other truck that was outside. There we go. So my PS2 copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for $50 in 2016. Yeah. Like the big thing is like if you're selling games, if you're selling them to like,
You made first class?
if you're selling them to like any kind of like game store like GameStop or anything like that, you're gonna get like a shitty deal. It's just always, they're always gonna give you the worst price. The best thing you can usually do is just like Google it and just like feel out the price. Although it's not so bad now, but a few years ago everything went into like hyperinflation, or not even hyperinflation, but people had like wild expectations of how much games are worth. And it like became silly for a hot minute.
Congratulations! Yeah, you're the man.
So, yeah, because like, I don't care what anyone says. You're not gonna get like thousands of dollars for like Super Mario 64. It's just not gonna happen. Like, but like, boy, there's people that believe it. GameCube games. Yeah, GameCube is a good system.
What? What? Damn. Oh, no. It's nothing. Congrats. That's...
Oh my god. Jelly. He jelly.
Zach, congratulations on your promotion to first class. Lately, you're like the talk of the town. And it's all good.
Oh, Zach! You finally made first class! Oh man, I'm so jealous.
So jelly.
Now that you're first, the ladies, oh, will be all over you.
Zach's like, that's good sometimes.
My dream is to newly establish a materia department within the Shinra company. It's still just a pipe dream, but I'm gonna keep working until...
Shinra having an interest in materia? That doesn't sound like a thing. Yeah.
This isn't for all ears to hear. The science department was working on making copies of soldier operatives. You remember that operative, Angeal? I believe that his mother was assisting with the research at the time.
Hey Gloop, how you doing? But how though? Common sense will tell consumers the price is inflated as fuck. I don't truly understand how you could pay that much for Mario 64 exactly. Like, don't get me wrong, Mario 64 is excellent, but it's also like they made a bajillion copies of it, right?
Of the ancients. The ancients were, of course, our predecessors. And the ancients had knowledge. The knowledge to control the planet's power. By the way.
Okay. Okay, I think we've talked to everybody. So I think we're good on that front. We're gonna save, and then we're gonna like start the next chapter. Maybe after one mission. There's so many missions, so they're just like, you just go in and blast everything. Yeah, exactly, it was the launch game. Yep. Like, the thing is like, you'll see like people like this, you'll see like this news stories of like, oh, this copy of Super Mario or Super Mario Brothers for the NES went for $1 million, and it's like, no, like it's not actually worth that much, but like you'll get like insider trading where they, you know, one person basically sells it and buys it back to themselves for that much money, which is, and then they make the news, and it's like it's not legit. Yeah, it's all wash trading. Exactly. Wait, who's doing that? I got a copy from Pawn Shop for $5 a few years ago. Exactly. You gonna get some rest, White? All right. Have a good night, okay? Also, Gloop, how you doing? What you up to? Yeah, someone say jelly. Jelly. Yes, I said jelly.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Yeah. I will blast it. Like there's so many missions that are just like this, where it's just like, oh, okay, we're just gonna chew through this then. Remember to hydrate and take any medications you have. I may have forgotten some pills, but it's okay. Okay. Okay, so on to the next mission, which, look at Seth Roth being all moody.
The company has decided to eliminate Genesis and his cohorts. This includes Angeal as well.
And you want me to do it?
No, the Shinra army will handle it.
What about me?
They don't trust you.
They believe your emotions will hamper your judgment.
Well, of course.
That's why I'm going too.
To kill them?
An intruder.
Where?
Close. Sephiroth, the president. Zack, entrance.
Yeah, you got it.
Remember that other time that Sephiroth like went to visited the president? I do. Okay, so I gotta check a quick thing here because this game, your achievements are one time only. So chapter 3, we gotta save everyone in chapter 3, and damn, we gotta receive every email in this game. Fuck. Oh, hello, my best friend and totally not evil Sephiroth. Well, this is before he basically like loses his grip on everything. So, he's honestly pretty level. He's pretty reasonable in this game, for the most part. Until he loses his grip on everything, of course.
Zack, get to the entrance.
Okay, so we gotta save everybody. Head to the entranceway. Still need to prepare. I forget if this is Avalanche that's attacking the building.
It stopped?
Hurry to the entrance, get off, and look around. I think there's like people who have to save.
Soldiers here. Thank goodness. Hurry up and deal with that.
That.
Whoa! What is this?
Oh no, Roombas!
Activating combat mode.
Later!
Conflict
Oh
resolved.
yeah!
Yeah, the Roombas are rebelling.
Thank you.
This is the sane and honorable Sephiroth before he went and lost his absolute shit and went all genocide down everyone. I mean, like, he's still not a good person, but like he's coherent, I guess. Like, he's still a war criminal. He's not a good person.
What was that?
What, you don't know? That was an intruder neutralization mech.
So why was it attacking employees?
It just went berserk, for reasons unknown. There are others stationed, so deal with them.
I've never seen a Roomba IRL. They're so cute. Like, I know realistically I might not be able to have another pet, but like, I'm like, a Roomba would be like kind of like having a pet that actually like cleans your floors, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, when I do see one, at 29, this gal's gonna be mesmerized. It's really like, when I first saw one, I was like, oh my god, it's such a baby. Yeah, one of my friends, she had one, and apparently
I was ordered to go to the entrance.
Apparently got confused because of a thunderstorm, and I'm like, oh, the baby. Okay, we gotta save people. Oh no, buddy, you were looking very down.
Hey, you all right?
Also, Dragon Watcher, how you doing? But no, he isn't absolutely trying to murder the entire world for reasons unknown to us. Even when he explains for those reasons are fucking confusing as fuck. I don't think it's that confusing. He thinks he's an ancient, and he thinks that basically everybody wronged him, and that he was supposed to like be the successor to the world, basically. That's like his big thing. So this is an ecological disaster, it really is. Yeah, he thinks he's an ancient, but he's actually an alien. That's the gist of it. He didn't. You know who is most confused by Final Fantasy VII's lore? Sephiroth.
Huh?
And that is actually what causes everything.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way!
Conflict resolved.
Oh.
Thank you. I was close. Did that mech injure you?
Yeah. Pathetic, right? A soldier member getting bested by that thing?
Yeah, getting blasted by 4
Even
Roombas.
soldier members have their bad days.
Well,
Sometimes you just trip over a Roomba when you're going into the room. When you're trying to evacuate the building.
I'm really not that good at fighting.
I love the fact that this game also emphasizes the fact that like Soldier's largely incompetent. Like, it's really just Zack, Sephiroth, Angeal, and Genesis that are really like up there.
You're Soldier. Suck it up. If you're bad at something,
Mm.
train harder.
Also, is this like the original, or is there anything yet that shows it's much like Final Fantasy Remake? Well, it's using a lot of the assets from Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's like still the same game as like the original Crisis Core, but it's like they've changed up a lot of the visuals with like Final Fantasy VII Remake visuals.
Sorry. I'll be going now. For you.
I must save the materia. Oh, okay, never mind. I feel like there's
A scream? Is someone in there? I'm coming!
oh no. Yeah. Oh.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
There. Wow, we took over a whole fleet of Roombas.
You're not with Soldier, right? What are you doing here?
Well, the science department reserved the training room for the day, and I was just doing some maintenance.
Maintenance, huh?
Maintenance, huh?
All right, you got me. I was slacking.
Oh, okay. Oh, what is this? What is this? Why is highlight still happening? That is not okay. I don't know what this is. Why? How? Highlight should be disabled. I haven't really seen the original, so I don't know the original story here, aside from what eventually is explained in Final Fantasy VII. But given the end of Final Fantasy VII-R, I was just curious if they tweaked anything yet. It's mostly the same. This is a prequel to Final Fantasy VII, so there's not a lot that has to be tweaked for Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's not a highlight, it's an at. Oh, shit. Here, okay. That explains that then. Okay, chat up here and maybe this. I'm like, cause that's no good. I can't have that continuing. Okay, disable that. Yeah. So I was explaining this earlier to the stream. So I removed highlights because what happens with highlights, I don't even know if you can disable that. I would if I could too. Yeah. So this is what happens when like I get added or I get highlights. What happens is it posts the message in two places. It posts it both at the very bottom of my feed and at the very top of my feed, which causes my feed to get sandwiched down to oftentimes one post, which is not great. Feed. Yeah. So it's like generally I'd rather people didn't. So yeah. So this is of course like a lot of people wouldn't realize this because this is like streamer's view, right? Yeah. So really certain the only one rarely uses the highlights and only says highlight my message. I mean, these are both like highlights, so they are highlighted messages, but I guess it does it for both these things, so that's no good. Yeah. Hey, I got Persona 5 Strikers for $8. Wow, that's a steal. PS4, nice. Let me see here. Let me catch up with the chat a little bit. I haven't seen the original, so I don't really. You try putting ad code channel in the modded things? What? Once again. Yeah. This is at GameStop. Oh, gotcha. Nice. You can put modded things, right? I guess I could like ban it. Like, yeah, as a block term. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's what we'll do. Yeah. Okay, because I'm just like, I'm sick of it, because like what happens is I have to stop everything to basically exit out of the little chat message at the top of the thing. If it's a long post, it basically just eats my feed. So I'm done with that. Okay. There we go. There, it's banned. I've been banned from my own chat. Like, I try and keep a good like beat on like the feed. Like, you know, I might miss the occasional message. That's bound to happen, right? It's bound to happen. So like, I think that's like understandable, but at the same time, like, I miss more messages because of adding and highlights. So that's why I'm changing that right now. Okay, so I haven't seen the original, don't know explanation. So yeah, Crisis Core is a prequel, so nothing really has to change. Oh, it's still working. Oh, hey Gloop, thanks. I don't know if you can ban it. Well, that didn't work. All right, time to test. Yeah, okay. I'll see about. I'll have to feel that out because it's really tiresome. All right. Doc just told us to throw sooner. You fam you in a pod. I fam you pod baby. We're sorry. Well, it's more the fact that he's like an alien. It's like fucking alien genes. And they